Let's talk about some yummy products by Lidl. Hi, I'm Sissy. I'm originally from Berlin, Germany, and I've been living in the US for 16 years. So today there are 10,800 Lidl stores around the world in 32 countries. And since 2017, Lidl is also available here in the US, but it seems like more on the East Coast. So in the store you'll find products from all around the world. Not all of it is German, but some things are, for example, explicitly only for the US market in these stores. American products, just a knockoff version of it. But you'll also find products from France or Spain or just inspired products. I cannot recommend the chocolate at Lidl, sadly. This is German chocolate, mostly made in Germany. We Germans love our chocolate. However, I've tried many of them. I don't like them. If you want an affordable German chocolate, then better go to Aldi. Oh, and by the way, Aldi and Lidl, they are not related, even though the concept may seem the same and they're both from Germany, but they're directly competitors. I highly recommend to try the salami from Lidl. It's so delicious. It's so good. This is the hard salami, but they have also one more spicy. They're both delicious. I love it. It's always funny with salami. We call our pizza with salami, salami pizza. And in Italy, they do that too. But in America, for a reason that is still not clear to me, we call in the US a salami pizza pepperoni pizza. I don't understand really why. It is actually a salami pizza. I highly recommend also those frozen herbs. They're amazing and they're like around $1. They come in different variations and it's so awesome to just put really fresh herbs on your food. And I do that, for example, as a last step on a potato casserole or even on chili. I put it on a baked potato, some sour cream on top and some herbs. This is always in my household. I love it. And if you're at Lidl, my favorite area is definitely the bakery. You should try it out. It's amazing. Try out the breads. I mean, you're maybe not used to this kind of bread, how we eat it in Germany. I always say it has to have a crunch when you slice it. Yum, so delicious. Those little, you would probably call it dinner rolls. We actually have that for breakfast. We call it Brötchen. And try the croissants. Really good. They're so flaky and buttery and really yummy. I think it can only get better in Paris in a cafe. I love the farmer's bread. I love the German sourdough bread. Those breads are really, really good. I highly recommend. Only downside, you need to probably eat it the same day or the next, because these fresh baked breads, they don't stay the way you wanted. They get hard after a while, so eat them fast once you have them. And yesterday I discovered the Irish butter. Wow! Wow, how could I not have known Lidl has this? This is exactly how butter looks in Germany. This is the same shape and it looks more yellow and it's so creamy and so delicious even though it's unsalted. So the Irish butter is just exactly like German butter. And since we got it yesterday, I think we can never go back to American butter. American butter is so different. I don't really understand what is happening here, but it has almost no flavor and it's very pale. It's just not as good as the Irish butter. And you can put this Irish butter just pure on bread and eat it like that and it's just so delicious. Like my tongue explodes from all the flavor. I also highly recommend the Gelatelli by Lidl. Classic trio, milk, almond, white. I mean, you can also buy separate if you only like one of these flavors. So this is exactly like Magnum. And these are almost, I want to say, even creamier. So delicious and much more affordable than Magnum. And I love this mustard. It's so crunchy. It's different than any mustard you've ever eaten. I love it. It gives such a nice crunch, but is still very mild and delicious. I like to put it, for example, on cheese, on a cheese sandwich. Yummy. And this is, by the way, imported from France. And the Brie, I mean, so much more affordable. This is $2.49. I mean, everywhere where I look, you pay at least $4 for a Brie in American stores. So much cheaper, tastes exactly the same, is really mild and has a beautiful consistency. And I also love the herring filet. It comes in tomato sauce or bell pepper sauce. Both are fantastic. I ate up my whole thing yesterday. You don't have to do nothing with it. Open the can and it's ready to eat. So delicious. And I just have it on a side when I have a sandwich. Also, this tandoori style naan bread tastes fantastic. It's a little bit sweeter and you can just make the most amazing wraps with it. My husband makes us a wrap with that. So he puts in salad and chicken and red cabbage and then some like ranch or some other sauce. So delicious. I highly recommend this bread. And you know, Germans love their sparkling water. In fact, you can not really order in restaurants water that doesn't have sparkles. You don't get free tap water either. So Germans usually drink sparkling water, and Lidl has this brand here, Italian sparkling mineral water, and this is fantastic. Tastes exactly like San Pellegrino and costs only $1.49, or you buy 10 bottles for $10. I highly recommend. I also always buy the bath foam from Lidl, and I love the less stress one because it's with eucalyptus and rosemary, and it's so affordable and it foams great and it smells fantastic, and it's not even artificial fragrance. It's real eucalyptus and rosemary oil, so it's essential oils. So affordable, can't go wrong with that. Only downside, they always are out of stock. So what do? Whenever I see it, I grab a couple of bottles. That's how much I love it. And I discovered yesterday this apple crumb cake imported from Germany, and I'm really excited to try. I've never tried it, but it looks pretty yummy. I usually bake my own apple cake. And next up, you can watch the crazy culture shocks an American experienced while being 2 weeks in Germany up here. Auf Wiedersehen!